Welcome back to my channel. I am Sam, and we're going to be talking about automatic, semi-automatic, and manual clutch dirt bikes. Stick around. Hey guys, what do you got going on today? Comment below, let me know. If you guys aren't subscribed, hit that subscription button. We'd love to get to 1,000 subs as quickly as possible. This is a brand new channel all about dirt bikes. So please follow along when we appreciate that. So you're here because you want to know about automatic dirt bikes. So we're going to break that into three things. So there's actually, in the dirt bike world, there are manual clutches, and then there's a semi-automatic and fully automatic. And we might even be able to talk to you later in this video about how to make a manual clutch full-size dirt bike into a semi-automatic. But first, let's talk about what a manual clutch is. So a manual clutch has basically a clutch lever and a gearbox that you can shift up and down. And when you pull in the clutch, it's going to disengage the gearbox or the clutch to put it into neutral. And then when you let go of the clutch, it engages it and puts it into gear, and then that's how you be able to get the bike to move forward. You pull in the clutch, give it a little bit of throttle, and slowly let go, and that's how you can get the bike to move forward. You actually don't have to use the clutch to be able to shift. You can, if your bike is a high quality bike, you can just shift the gearbox without having to pull in the clutch. But the clutch is nice if you want to be able to modulate the power and to be able to get the bike to move forward, or when you come to a stop and you're still in gear, you can then pull in the clutch and it's like you're being in neutral. So let's talk about the automatic version. So there's, like I mentioned, there's a fully automatic and also semi-automatic. Fully automatic, there's way less bikes out there on the market, and most of them are kid bikes or mini bikes. So KTM, who owns Husqvarna and Gas, I'm going to lump them all into one, they make some race bikes that are electric. They also make some petrol or gas powered ones that have a centrifugal clutch that are also fully automatic, just like the electric bike. And these are basically meaning there is no gear, so you're not shifting up here on the shift lever, and there is no clutch. You just give it gas and the bike moves. And with the gas powered, the 50SX is a centrifugal clutch, and so the more gas you give, it expands the clutch, and then basically it's spinning and then allows you to move the bike forward, and then you let go and it slowly contracts like you're going into neutral. These bikes are generally more easy to ride and less complicated, so that's kind of why they're in the little kid bikes. There aren't any really full-size gas-powered dirt bikes that are going to have a fully auto clutch. Now let's talk about semi-auto. So same thing with semi-auto. Most of the semi-automatic dirt bikes that are coming from the manufacturers are going to be little mini bikes. So most of them are like what we consider trail bikes. So Honda makes a CR 110 and a 50, and then they also make Yamaha makes a TTR 50 and 110. Kawasaki makes a 50 and a KLX 110, Suzuki, and so forth. So these bikes basically have a semi-automatic transmission. So what's a semi-automatic transmission? It's the difference between like a fully auto and a clutch. The difference is a semi-auto does not have, sorry about that, I got a military flying over. So the difference is a semi-automatic transmission is a mix between an automatic and a gearbox. So while you don't have a clutch for a semi-automatic, be able to manually engage and disengage a clutch, you still have a gearbox. So you're able to put the bike into gear and then just give it gas without using a clutch. The transmission does that work for you. And so these type of semi-automatic transmissions are great for if you're learning how to ride a dirt bike or you have a disability or something like that. They're really easy to ride, and you basically just put the bike in gear and give it gas and go without having to worry about a clutch. So you stayed thus far and you're wondering, how can I make like this Yamaha, which is a manual clutch, into a semi-automatic transmission? So there is a company called Recluse, and yes, it's spelled that way. Recluse makes automatic clutches that replace the stock OEM manual clutches that come in dirt bikes. So you pop that out and put this in, and it makes your bike into a semi-automatic dirt bike. But here's the difference though than like the little 110s or anything like that, is this auto clutch still allows you to use and modulate the clutch. So you can use the clutch to modulate the power, and you also still have your gearbox just like you would. But the difference is if you drop the clutch and you let go of the throttle, the bike stays in a neutral position and you don't kill the bike. This is great if you're into like really extreme hard enduro and want to ride like a big bore 450 or something like that. The bike won't die. So those that want to get out, or maybe a little bit older, or just don't want the bike to die and want the bike to be easier to ride, especially trail riding, this is a fantastic option for you. Or if you have disability, like some guys I know have busted their hand and aren't able to pull in a clutch very well, they can get a semi-automatic transmission from Recluse that allows you to then not have to use the clutch. So there's some options out there. Check it out. There's a link in the description if you guys want to see those and see how much they cost. There's a couple different versions. And I appreciate you guys watching. Thanks for sticking through this video this long. I know it's just an information based, but if you are not subscribed already, guys, hit the subscription button. And also, we'll see you out on the trails. Thanks for watching.